Ladies and grasshoppers, it is time for another exciting episode of Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller. It's directed by Cinderama, and it's produced by The Camera Lady, and association by The Cameraman, with performances by the Color Beatty Crew and Evo Amber, with partners by Tom Allen, Edward Scott, and Rebel Wilson, with his co-host, Elia Mueller. So without further ado, let's get the show on the road.
Hey, hey, hey! What's coming up next? It's Weeknight Update with Ellie Mueller. Then the morning show starting Rebel Wilson, and extremely early with Edward Scott. That's all still to come on Nick at Night.
From the gorgeous YouTube dojo. And hey, give this place some respect, please. Come on. It's important. Oh boy. It's Week of the Lily Mueller. And now, ladies and gentlemen, there's also a man who is going to do an entire episode of this program about respect. Oh, here we go. Remember, folks, respect is important. He is the one and really the only Mr. Ellie Mueller. Ha! Welcome to Week No Update. My name is Ellie Mueller, as all grasshoppers. My goodness gracious. Alright. The theme song is composed by Dominic Mathis Piano. The Color Beatty Crew and the Camera Lady and the Cameraman are responsible for most of the things that you will see in here on this program tonight, and they are Shoutout Spotlight tonight. Along with Eva, the Dragon Ball over 2004. Hopefully she'll return to this program very, very soon. Pierre Kelly, Monster Fanatic, Color Fanatic, Supercar Fanatic, Welcome to Amazon, Fairboy Films 2, Landon the Hedgehog, Bloom, and Toys Gaming Spot. Please check all of those people out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to find out what's up. Here we go.
What is up? 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 Bum 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 bum.
What's up with respect? The one thing that we need today. If we don't get the respect soon, and if we don't give others respect now, then we will have another war. Now, an expert says that everyone needs respect, and he also says that respect must be taught at home. That is a common sense story right there. Now, hold up. A website says that doing the following things will make you lose respect. Now, hold up. A website says that doing these things will make you lose respect. Apologizing, never saying no, and rescuing others. Wow. Apparently that website loves bullies. Yikes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another top 8 list. MP, Mr. Bones, let's do it.
Does everybody know what time it is? Is it time for something that involves a weeknight update? That's correct. It's time for our top 8. Yeah, top 8 to know what the top 8 things are. Yeah, it's going to be great. Oh, I'm so excited. I wonder what the top 8 is going to be this time. Well, we're going to have to figure it out. Well, Ellie's going to figure it out. Yeah, Tom, it's absolutely so. Well then, what are we waiting for? Take it away, Ellie! Yeah!
You got boss. Tonight's category, top 8 words that the newspaper reporters can call respect. Number 8, important. Number 7, intelligent. Number 6, resourceful. Number 5, respectful. Number 4, soothing. Number 3, welcoming. Number 2, inviting. And number 1, helpful. Wow, that was an extremely insightful top 8 list. I agree. Alright, boys, thank you very much. You know the drill, hashtag Weeknight Update, hashtag Ellie Roll for late night, hashtag Ellie Roll for adults, hashtag Spread Around, and hashtag Autism Wolves. Get those hashtags on social media, please. And please acknowledge the camera lady, the cameraman, and the carpet crew will use that last hashtag because they created that last hashtag. And while you're at it, like this thing, subscribe to the bell, share it, and chat in the comment section down below. But whatever we do, please do not go anywhere. We will be right back with the in-between monologue, special delivery, an update on A-Rap Dragon Ball 2004, a moment for everyone, current time, random advice in this week's Comic of the Week question. Remember, this is still the one and only Weeknight Update, and now here it is, your Bob Night.
Come on, you gotta push. Congratulations!
Is it healthy delivery?
It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno. What? It's still in there.
I'm having a love affair every night on the air. The mood is always right with Nick at night.
Have you ever been stranded high and dry, waiting weeks, maybe months for your carpeting to be delivered? Well, that'll never happen with Empire. We deliver in 3 to 4 days. We can do it in 3 to 4 days because we stock most of it ourselves. We promise brand name carpeting. We promise a free Bissell rug shampooer with 2 rooms. With credit terms, we promise no installment payment for 60 days. Plus, the best promise of all, prices that are down to earth. 588-2300. Call us.
Empire.
It's one of my bigger days.
Let me buy a beer.
Sure. These fans, I love them. When I came in, they didn't recognize me at first, but then when I told them who I was, next thing you know, they're buying me my favorite beer, light beer from Miller. They know us ex-big leaguers drink light because it's got a third less calories than their regular beer. It's less filling, and it tastes great. Thanks.
Hey, it's a pleasure to buy a beer for a great pitcher like Whitey Ford.
Hey. So I lied.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Hey, Whitey, I thought you were a lefty. Oh, that's right.
Welcome back to Weeknight Update. Hey, it's time for the in-between monologue. Alright, I have 5 random jokes for you folks at home. These jokes will make you laugh, these jokes will make you think, and more importantly, the jokes will make you say, huh? Let's get started. Well, the weather is getting out of hand again. Some places are cooler than others, and some places are getting hotter. Wait. I'm sorry. Right now, the only place that's really hot is the Earth's core. And here's a quick story that you'll remember forever. A girl fell in love with the coolest guy in the world, and the guy turned out to be extremely perfect. They started having sex right away, and now they're husband and wife. Meanwhile, the girl's ex-boyfriend is crying himself to sleep because not only did the girl break his heart, but the girl also told all the other girls in the world to stay away from him. So he's crying 24/7. This once again proves that girls love guys who never make mistakes. If your heart has been broken so many times in your lifetime, then you might as well keep watching this show. I mean, come on. You have nothing better to do right now, and as everyone knows, I'm an expert when it comes to dealing with a broken heart. Now, here's another quick story for you. A group of girls recently made videos online about how guys have to be perfect in order to, find true love. And during one of those videos, they talked about a guy who was dumped by a girl because he's not perfect. When the guy saw what the girls did, he cried for 48 days. Meanwhile, the group of girls can now be found on TV every morning at around 10 o'clock. Finally, I need you to understand this. True love is only for perfect people. So if you are not perfect, then you will never receive true love. Of course, girls never make mistakes, and guys make mistakes all the time. So, there you go. Hey! How about another episode of Special Delivery, huh?
The waiter audition. La la.
Oh, come on, Captain! That shady character in the beach obviously sent us on a wild goose chase. Don't be silly. There are no wild geese here. They're flying south for the winter. Waiter. Oh, jeez. Achoo! A little more pepper, please. I sure do love it. I was afraid you were going to say that. More? More? A little more, thanks. Just a bit more. Oh, for crap dane's sake! I mean, how about you keep the pepper? Thanks. I sure do love that pepper. Achoo! We're wasting time. Oh, we should be out finding the sneaky hermit. Did you say sneaky hermit? Yes, I did. I beat him out once at a boxing class. Well, that's a coincidence. Yeah. Do you have any idea where this hermit is now? Nah. Well, have you seen anything suspicious? Well, I've seen the villains carrying a wriggling sack into that old restaurant. Ding! I call that suspicious, 'cause no one goes into that old restaurant. When did you see this? Straight ahead from that window. My bullcraps, Captain. We got work to do. To that old restaurant. All right. Enough with this thingy thing of yours. Oh, yes. Thanks. Now where was I? Oh, yeah. To that old restaurant away.
Now that was fantastic. Now, Evil Anthony Greg Below 2004 still hasn't returned to his program yet, but he has 326 subscribers right now, and he will return to this program very soon. So please check her out if you haven't done so already. Now, to all the people who have lost loved ones and you know what? Well, now, let's have a moment for everyone, huh?
Hey, Rebel, do you know what time it is? No, the camera lady, what time is it? Well, Rebel, it's time for a moment for everyone. I wonder what Ellie is going to say this time. Well, we're about to find out right now. Yeah, so take it away, Ellie. Yeah, Ellie. Love you, my smoochie poo.
Before I talk about the dream that I had last night, I want to briefly talk about why I have chosen to talk about respect right now, and why I have also chosen to talk about compassion tomorrow. As most of you know, tomorrow or today, depending on when you will see it, will be the 24th anniversary of 9/11. I don't need to tell you how tragic that day was. I mean, it began like any other day. Beautiful, wonderful, positive, this and that and the third and the fourth, right? And just when you thought that it could get better, it actually got worse because two planes, that's right, two planes destroyed two important buildings in New York City, the Twin Towers. Now, let me tell you something. The United States of America will never be the same again. And right now, we need respect and compassion. We need those things now more than ever. So, I will keep talking about respect during this episode, and I will talk about compassion during tomorrow's episode of this program. Right now, it's time for me to talk about the dream that I had last night. Now, in the dream, I was interviewing Ann Curry, Cameron Hall, and Meghan McCain on the Adult Swim version of this program after doing a lot of comedy. Ann Curry and Cameron Hall talked about how the Today Show didn't give them a chance to talk about the stories that mattered to them, and Meghan McCain talked about how The View wouldn't allow her to be a part of the conversation, and how political The View and several other talk shows have become. I told them to start their own show on Adult Swim, a show that would allow them to talk about things that matter to them, and a show that would allow them to talk to one another without arguing or fighting or anything like that. They thanked me, and before the show ended, they left. After the show, everyone went back to normal. The zombie bodybuilders and the zombie supermodels disappeared. Actually, they were turned into normal human beings. Hallelujah. That made me feel good. Of course, Tiffany Riley and the cat lady appeared out of nowhere with their new lovers. Tiffany Riley's lover was Booker T from the WWE, and the cat lady's new lover is the Chip from Super Mario Galaxy 2. They started having sex with them, and I was so heartbroken that I started crying. Luckily, I woke up when I did because a huge monster was going to eat me. Man, talk about one wild dream. Oh boy. Hey, how about a little talking time, huh?
Do you know what time it is? Yeah, see, it's talking time, where he talks about what he's gonna talk about. So, let's talk about it!
Folks, Russell M. Nelson talked about respect in an article that was done by Time Magazine. And this is very interesting. Alright? He said that we need to start respecting one another. And he also said that we need to love our neighbors and treat our neighbors with compassion and respect. He also said that anger never persuades, hostility never heals, and contention never leads to lasting solutions. And he also said that respect and compassion should be taught at home by the parents. Wow. Now that's what I call very deep and very profound. Now, let's take a look at this. Excuse me. Avery White wrote an article on VegOutMag.com about how we need to Now, Avery White from VegOutMag.com said that we need to avoid doing these things in order, Now, Avery White from VegOutMag.com talked about the 7 things that will make us lose respect. Number one, never saying no. Apparently, if we never say no, then we don't have backbone. Of course, if we're always saying no, then people will think that we're mean and everything else. That's number one. Number two, over-explaining simple decisions. Okay. Actually, that's very interesting because, you know, you gotta keep things nice and brief sometimes. Alright? Now, the third one made no sense at all. Apologizing for existing. Now, here's the thing. Alright? If someone depends on you and you don't show up on time, that person is going to get really upset. And if you don't apologize, then it's almost like, what's the point? What's the point? Alright, this next one is kind of interesting. Padding feedback until it's useless. Tell the truth, alright? The next one, rescuing grown adults. Hey, everybody needs help, alright? But according to this article, helping others isn't always the best idea. Well, here's the thing. If we don't help someone out, then people will call us selfish, and that's not good. Using self-deprecating humor as armor. Well, that's self-explanatory. And hiding preferences to be easy. Well, that's what pushovers do for the most part. But what can you do? What can you do? How about some random advice from the world, huh? Folks, at some point in our lives, we have all received pieces of advice that we were confused about until several years later. We have also received pieces of advice that we will always remember. So I have some important advice for all of you that you may or may not have received from your loved ones in the past. And I hope that you will understand the advice that you are about to receive from me. Here we go. The same things that make you laugh can make you cry. Don't laugh at someone else's misfortunes because you might go through what someone else is going through too. It's not polite to stare at someone. And it's not polite to follow anyone around either. Look at people without being creepy and don't be a stalker. Look at people without being creepy and don't be a stalker. If someone who you have a crush on is in love with at least 5 other people, then you shouldn't ask that person out. That's self-explanatory. Respect yourself and others. Respect is a two-way street. Again, self-explanatory. And don't cry over spilled milk. Everyone makes mistakes. You can learn from them. So don't think that your mistakes will end the world. Remember those pieces of advice because they will help you out in the long run. All right. Let's go over this week's Count of the Week question one more time. Are you ready? Here we go. This week's Count of the Week question is, if you could make a sweater, then what would you call your sweater? Go over to the post section for your YouTube channel page and answer that question as honestly and as thoughtfully as you can. Well, guess what, folks? I'll see you tomorrow. That's the news. I'm Outskis, 4x4.
And that has been another exciting episode of Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller. And now it is time to hear some final thoughts of the villains. So, good night, everyone.
South Dakota. South Dakota has nothing to do with this show. That's what I want. Nothing to do with this show.
I'm having a love affair every night on the air. The mood is always right with Nick.